back in the mix is definitely something that Aura will be counting on, right? If you're up against RRQ, that is the first question you ask yourself: is the guy actually back in the roster? Because if he is or he isn't, that does make a lot of changes happen in your game
2-0 aja lah guys.
Crazy how much respect the teams have.
Iya, friendnya kok nggak ada sih? Kenapa sih? Aduh, ada apa sih? Nggak tahu deh.
It's just been nerfed. We saw 2 games earlier in the Geek versus Bigatron match where the Claude was rendered completely useless up against the Herod, and that's what RRQ were already setting up for. That Herod ban early on. Already a lot of different bans here compared to our first match. Joy up for grabs, left open. The Joy, though, we did mention, has been nerfed. Yeah. Now only has slow immunity instead of crowd control immunity. And a lot of options are available here. The Angela, if they so choose to have that kind of presence, that kind of staying power, they can go for the mages as well. Remember, Clay was a massive Eve player back in the day.
We also got a comment here from Coach Isaiah. We can't drown in sadness. Just remember, this isn't the end yet. Not truly over. Until we win, we can keep spirits up.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Oh, Scholar
prioritize this for sure.
It's coming in hot, man.
Apa dia bilang, Cok?
Is coming back
Kehalangan QR code. Nih.
An illness, which I believe is dengue.
Yeah,
dengue fever.
Nathan.
I've suffered from dengue before. It's not a good time.
No, and the recovery,
apakah Eve akan debut? Ayo dong, biar aku bisa pakai Eve lagi di rank.
The energy that you have. So hopefully for RRQ's sake, your Skylar has made a full recovery. Even hope so. The energy on stage completely different. Natan being first pick, that means Loyi, Redrin. Loyi was banned, by the way, in the first match by Bigatron twice. In this game, it's been left open. And then you Hezkiel, who's taken it. An entry point for Yaoi's crazy engages. Exactly. On its own, that diversion is already a massive tool. Tremendous tool. But in the hands of Aura, with Yaoi, who likes being in those weird spots, who likes waiting for the right opportunity, and especially against a team that has such a prio target in their midst, I think Aura could not ask for a better strategy, quote unquote, but RRQ already piling on the defense, the protection, literally getting 2 massive walls to block off damage from Skylar. I think this is a good chance for Aura to pick up something like an X-Borg. 2 very tanky members that could be punished heavily by an X-Borg. With this kind of composition already built too, with the Fredrin and the Loya, I think it would fit. They can also go for a pick for Yaoi, to be fair. I mean, how crazy would a Franco be, right? With the changes in the game, has Franco risen in popularity? Because it certainly has in rank. I don't know about MPL. Oh, carry though. Okay. So the idea is still right. They want to shred the frontliner, but this
Yaoi rambutnya
prefer to go for a carry and
so pink.
Yaoi will pick a hero, something like a Chao or maybe a Kaja that really suits his playstyle, and also the burst damage from carry. But Rashi, man, so much for assassin meta or bag, assassin junglers are bag.
What do you mean these are not assassins? Dude, Barats and Fredrin.
Wow.
I mean, when I was getting wrecked by a Barats once, I got deleted in a second, so...
That's an assassin, right?
That's an assassination, right? Technically, you can say that. But Kabuki on the carry is a signature pick as well. It has been nerfed, so now the second skill cooldown is a bit longer, but by a marginal amount. I think in the grand scheme of things, there's going to be very few specific situations where that nerf will have a big difference. You're going to ban away the Novaria. They want to make sure that RRQ don't have any vision tools. If you're thinking about vision tools though, traps come to mind, and when you talk about traps, it's usually the abyssal traps or the alarm bombs. I do wonder if that is some kind of strategy that you can use against a team that likes playing with the Loyi. Speaking of though, now that we're talking about players and their comfort picks,
hello, Kumar.
I wonder if Don wants to pick up his signature pick in MDL, his glue. That's what he was known for.
Jangan bilang itu profile picture-nya
been buffed as well, so we would still fit Don's playstyle.
Kairi.
Okay, the ban is going to be Valentina, so it's still gonna be a mid laner ban, trying to limit the potential of Clay. But speaking of potential for this guy, Rashi, I think you know what's best for him.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see if the Yi makes a comeback, man. It makes sense. And in this situation, right, where it's always been about Skylar alive, win fight. Skylar taken out, lose fight. If you add another damage dealer to the mix that can output a stable amount, not just a single burst of damage, like the Yi,
I feel like it's a mindset, it's a concept that makes sense for RRQ right now. And I do feel like Aura has some kind of idea that might be the case, right? Because like, there's no way they don't expect Clay to have some kind of association with the E.
Oh, that's fast. Whoa, we know why it's fast.
Aduh.
Rod's Grok and an Atan shows you the confidence of this
Jauh
world
pula.
champion. Wow.
If RRQ picks up the Eve as well, right now you're immune to crowd control when you're using the real world manipulation. So that's another layer of difficulty if Aura wants to really go for those pickups.
Well, the problem though, like they
If
wanna
Clay
focus on something that can deal
Biar
damage in physical form for the
GG.
extra lane, because I think that's a bit too much magic damage for RRQ's composition.
Well,
Maybe.
Skylar, technically on the Nathan, you don't go full magical, right? There's a good mix of damage in there, so it still kind of works out. But I get your point. That's possible. That still
Vexana.
gonna be a. I think if you go for the Vexana, you're going for more crowd control. That has to be the idea, right? With the Eternal Guard.
Waduh,
and
pas
the
kesorot,
grip,
pas
you can
muap
really
ini.
stop any kind of initiation coming in, especially if it's a straightforward front to back. But if the Cho comes in unseen, that's a whole different story.
Now this is the big question for the XP Aran. Benedetta, Paquito are his two comfort picks. Let's
Man.
go for it.
Oh man.
Power Wave!
Power
New skin.
Wave.
Shout out to the new KOF skin. We've been memeing the Power Wave from the Paquito a whole lot.
Terry Bogard. Spell the name, Mirko. Spell the name.
Sorry, man, I keep forgetting. I don't only know Terry.
Yep.
I forget the last name.
Strong Terry.
I know Mai Shiranui though.
Yeah.
Of course.
There's a lot of good reasons why you should remember the name of my Shiranui, but hey,
How many reasons?
mainly two big ones. But
It is gonna be Power Wave! Okay, we got him, boys. It's the Paquito signature for the
Tidak.
Aran man himself, the Power Wave user. Let's see.
Oh, even Omwama is saying Power Wave.
Yes.
Background.
We made a pact, ladies and gentlemen, us and the Indo desk. If Paquito gets picked, we will say Power Wave. I hope he uses the KOF skin.
If he doesn't, that's gonna be so disappointing, man.
If he doesn't, I'm gonna be sad.
That is
Siapa ya?
That's a crime. Seriously, he should be jailed if he doesn't
Terlihat
do that.
seperti orang
We're gonna see
penting.
here counter index and also lineup rating is favoring RRQ. I do think they have
Udah,
more,
gua nggak bisa percaya sih sama
I would
counter
say
index
standard
lineup
trap and
rating gini,
also
kayak
a lot more error room, but
sering sekali
Fire, they
terbalik.
can
Cuman ya,
execute with this Chow.
semoga ya,
It's gonna be
semoga
very, very lethal.
bisa.
Oof, man.
Beneran.
Paquito, I feel like makes things a bit more difficult
Wah,
because
let's
everyone
go.
else is crowd control. You can go purify and be relatively safe. The Paquito brings in damage, so that's a bit more dangerous and a bit more direct, and you can't really deal with it with a purify. So it kind of limits the effectiveness of your battle spell.
Let's see though. 9th versus 2nd. It's RRQ versus Aura in game number 1 of MPL Indonesia Season 13, Week 6.
Welcome to Mobile
Here it is,
Legends.
folks. Aran on the lead.
Let's go,
Ignition.
RRQ.
Wow.
Man
Aduh.
standing on business.
He's out for blood
Mana
here. He's
Skylar
trying to use that
sakit.
power wave to really
Concerning
shut
banget.
down, especially the backline members, or go for the 1v1s. 3 purifiers in the game right now. 1 on
Terus
Kabuki, 2 on
kejar-kejaran
Skylar
sama
and Dawn.
Yawi.
Clay is on the flicker though, so that is,
Nyeh.
a factor that
Nyebelin
can
banget,
lead
Ande.
him to be getting caught in the late game.
Brusco is just chilling, man. Gotta watch out.
Some damage placed down here. Brusco still has regen. Clay controlling this part. Letho secured by Irad early on.
Man-to-man mark from Yaoi and also Brusco now. Trying to invade this one, Irad. Maybe trying to force his retribution as we take a look at the aim emblem by GamesMax. Arashi, what do you see here?
Yaoi wants to be all over the map. He won't be able to get the purple. He has skill with the Inspire. He's trying to go for a bit more
Dino kuning.
utility, whereas Clay actually goes for more movement speed.
Oh,
Skylar
hello.
go.
Purify, one more
Waduh.
shot. Oh!
He doesn't get it. Skylar gets out just in time. The wave pushing back towards Kabuki, and Yaoi gets pulled back by Irad. Very low, no purifies for both the gold laners, and Irad helps Skylar get rid of this wave.
Right, small victories right here so far.
Very, very aggressive from both teams. And Aura, I think, he's still on the losing side of it, but hold on, Brusco, bring the flicker. And now they're gonna set up for the turtle in about 10 seconds.
Is it Power Wave?
It is. Let's go.
Power Wave. I want to see how this plays out, especially with the first turtle fight, man. Because on paper, there's
Aduh.
just so much damage and crowd control
Aduh.
built into Aura that even Irad on the Barats, I feel like can't really take that burst damage potential lightly.
RRQ and they got level 4. Brusco still 3. Same with
Itu,
Yawi.
temukan.
Let's see though who has the advantage here. 2 utility junglers, they gotta reset it.
Yep. Gugun needs to be careful of that.
Gimana ya? Tegang banget kalau udah mau war kayak gitu.
50-50. It could also be 100-0 if Irad gets a death as welcome. Gugun dashing forward, getting a taunt now. Oh, knockout strike 2 times. And Gugun gets it. Beautifully done by Iran on the back as Yawi goes even away. The dragon finishes Clay off with a lethal ignition tick from Iran. Takes him out clean from the dragons.
No power wave, Mirko?
Power wave.
That was a really good.
Lah, Rat.
No power wave because another KOF skin is going ham. He's the powered wave.
Out of nowhere, Yawi and Yes kill 2-man crew trying to take this one. Let's see though, he's gonna be stolen by Clay. So it is still a W for Aura in this time of the game. 1k gold lead and 2 kills. Wow.
That's a tough situation to have, man. The fact that they did not get the turtle despite all of the resources they used in that fight. I think Oran was the one that was able to stealthily snipe out the turtle. Might see a replay on that. But man, Aura, again, when it comes to objectives, always so solid, and they're always dictating when the plays happen. So RRQ are the ones reacting, forced to try and scramble into a play, or suffer the consequences and get flanked. And Yawi was able to find the pick up onto Clay as well. So that is something that I think RRQ needs to take into consideration and adjust. Clay has to be somewhere in the back, and he has to save some of that crowd control to ensure that Yawi can't just do what he wants.
We talk about Gugun all the time.
Agak berat kayaknya ya nih.
But in the background though, Iran and also
Betul.
Yawi is doing work for him to be able to secure that easy retribution. The icing on the cake play, man, that diversion from the SQL just... He's also low on mana, by the way, so it's more of a gamble play, but it paid off.
Certainly did. Skylar, Entropy. Trade, but Gugun catches him off guard. Skylar will have to use that Purify. It's a big resource burnt out. 13 seconds for the turtle.
Doesn't seem like RRQ would want to go immediately for the contest. I feel like it depends on how these fights play out. The fact that Yehezkiel has so much more space to operate, and Clay is just forced to play so much more reactively, being the main solution against Yawi technically right now.
Once again, the turtle setup, they already got the advantage here. The turtle is on the side of Aura, and they actually chunked a bit of damage from Brusco and also Skylar.
Where the dragon caught him down. Wow, well played by Yawi, locking him down as Brusco now gets melted down by Kabuki. A desperate death to this welcome is all he can ask for. Power wave. Aran takes him out.
Capek guys nonton.
Oran was able to get so much more prio there, arriving to the fight without even losing anything. He is just outlaning Dawn as well at this point. Slowly but surely now you can see the pressure leaking into the waves, into the side lanes. Skylar not really finding any safe zones to farm.
Arashi, first item Melfic Roar from Aran as he pops in a Fury Hammer. Skylar in the bottom lane, no Purify. Yawi gets him. The 2-time punch from Aran. Another power
Ngerti RRQ.
Let me kick you and let me punch you, said Aran. Yawi and Aran has been the dynamic duo so far in this game, securing objectives, securing kills towards the TPS of RRQ. Big one here to snowball into the later part of the game.
Skylar only standing on the feather of heaven, not nearly enough to be a real threat. Kabuki, 1,400 gold ahead though with the corrosion side. But what's important right now is Yehezkiel on the Enchanted Talisman, meaning he'll be spamming out those spells even more. There's going to be a lot more divergence for Yawi as well. That play was pretty disgusting. And
Baited out.
I mean, it's baited out, but Iran hasn't been able to dethrone us welcome in the past couple of turtle takes. So, is it
Saya
really
anggap
this
saja
advantage
Yawi
that
tidak
we
ada ya. Menyebalkan bisa.
And Rod, one of the frontliners of RRQ. Well, all this Aura Fire or Aura team, Snowball, are getting gold. It's gonna be harder for him to be more aggressive because he doesn't really have that CC to work with, and also getting kicked out by Yawi is like Yawi has an easy job to do it. The damage is there, the burst is there. Now how do you handle it?
sih.
Well, top lane though, wild charge.
Possible trade.
Brusco.
RRQ knows how to go for it. That's another Yawi entrance.
Kayak mainnya aneh banget sih
Gugun
RRQ
is
ini.
holding the Dino now down. Kabuki, we're gonna shred him down, but now it's going to be a death to this welcome onto the back. Gugun, guess he praises Rat, chunked in, but he will fall. Skylar melted down. A run with a knockout punch to the Dino.
Power wave once again, Iran. I'm kind of disappointed that you didn't say it, Mirko, but They're looking to go
I've been saying it too much.
Yeah. No, there's nothing too much because Terry always said it.
You're right.
Yeah. And now, without a jungler, they want to actually secure this turtle.
This is a risky one, Aura, and they will decide to reset it. Wow, RRQ spent a whole lot of resources to get it done now, and they got baited in.
No.
And Heskiel still wins it. Bruce going with the flicker, the power they turn. Yowie finds the way of the dragon to displace him for Kabuki to finish him off.
Everything is rolling for Aura. Even though they got one kill, RRQ towards Guggen, but they always won the trade. And this time around, without a
Look at
jungler, they actually secured this one.
Oh no, Death is welcome. Again, baited out. They're so scared of the damage potential of a run.
There's just so many crowd control tools that Aura can use to really burn out the responses, the counters that RRQ have at their disposal. Even though they saw that earlier, Guggen wasn't around, they wanted to go for the neutral objective, but it just didn't work out for them. It was a bit too rushed. I feel like they should have really gone for more of a fight, if anything. But now they're trying to counter back, they're trying to find neutral objectives, but look at the diversion threat, man. You can see Esco just trapping it out.
Aduh.
Oh no.
Balik sih.
One punch and a dive.
Nggak bisa. Gila penuh baco.
Just recalling on it, man. Man, we saw USKL coming, but I didn't see Yoi coming at all. He just comes through the back and just forced the flicker from Clay. This guy's macro is ridiculous.
It's the conceal on top of the diversion, man. The double layers of unpredictability. Now guys too far in front though.
Brought back to the team and slain by Skyler. That is welcome onto Guggen right now. As Kabuki is able to dash
Ada yang dimakan
away
tuh.
from it.
Nggak bisa tapi tebal banget. Tipis banget baratsnya.
For a run again, it's a double.
Power play from Iran securing 2 kills. After that very important sacrifice from Yaoi, just getting all the resources away from RRQ, and right now they're sitting about 6k gold lead in 9 minutes.
It's just a lack of damage at this point, man. They're just a bit too far behind. Skyler.
Whoa.
What are we looking at?
Yeah, I actually just realized that Iran has 7 kills.
Yes.
7-0-0. That is
Power wave.
That is power of nature,
No.
Power wave.
He's
That's
been
just power on.
He's been destroying people in the back line, also the front line. Yeah, Heskiel though, forced to flicker away, but not a lot of things that RRQ can look for with that.
Aku sampai lupa ada
No,
Cici.
RRQ just looking to trade something on the board and in the bottom lane. Or just get
Aduh.
well played.
Apa yang kita tonton ini, guys?
If you want to play as good as Iran, do not forget to secure the skin of Terry Bogard and also 2 other. Meanwhile,
Yeah, this one is another
Fix
KOS.
lah, guys. Aduh, gila, aku kena makan terus, cowok.
Kabuki's on a killing spree.
The whole composition
Itu fix ya.
works so well, man.
Kalau
Even
mereka
when
nggak
you have
masuk
a
playoff,
sliver
gue
of
nggak akan
HP,
nonton
there's
playoff.
just so many things that can still take you out. Making
Nggak
things
akan
worse
bikin
right now.
seru.
Next of Durance built up for your Heskiel. Wants to make sure that all the healing is curved as much as possible. So if anyone gets kicked by the way of the dragon, it's over, man. There's no way you can survive long enough to be a relevant threat. And of course, look at Iran, man.
Yeah,
Already with the
that's
Sea
disgusting.
Halberd, the Malefic Roar, he is just...
3,000 gold ahead?
He's deleting anyone, including the front lines from RRQ.
Another Fury
Nobody's
Hammer.
safe.
He goes another. Oh, he's half the season, I think. Another Fury Hammer.
Did you say half the season?
Yeah.
He's half the season.
All right, man. Just around things. Casually just deleting people with the power wave. Now with the Lord, though, Aura is playing, once again, just slowing the pace down, trying to be more calculated. And RRQ, they don't really have a lot of ways to really clear waves from a very reliable, safe distance.
Immortality early buy from Yaoi. His second item, rushing that immortality.
Now, this is where things get a little bit
Untung
tricky
masih rada
for
cepet.
Aura Fire. They do have engage potential. They do have that long range potential in Yehezkiel and also Kabuki, but Yaoi, he has to be more careful to be engaging in under the base, man, because there's a lot of cancels there that can pretty much make you make a mistake or blunder in this part of the game. So he has to be careful on his approach. But Iran, I don't think he's careful at all. Oh my goodness!
He finds an
Aduh,
angle to go from the
ampun.
dragon. Kabuki just shreds him down, but it is
Aduh,
Yaoi using
gimana
immortality in the back.
nih?
Good is zoning them.
Baratsnya
My
kena
God, double kill,
terus.
good. Still looking for the taunt, but Don
Pusing.
gets out of the CC with the Purifieds. 2 members down again for nothing. A 10,000 gold
Udah
lead
enak.
for the
Gua nggak
Dragons.
tega ngeliat RRQ di
There's
game
no
aja lah.
defensive item in Iran's dictionary. He's going full. Penetration also
Sangat
that
tidak baik ya, guys, ya.
physical item. Meanwhile, Guggen very aggressive. Going in.
Iran as well, trying to zone them in the back. Meanwhile, Kabuki just free hitting, having all the space, all the time that he needs to get that turret down. Base turret number 1.
This is some interesting KDAs, man. 0-0-12 from Aluoyi. I mean, it's good, but you didn't get a single kill from all of that?
Nope, Iran wants it.
You got a turtle, actually, if anything.
Awas!
So Skylar now with the Divine Glaive, though, will be a bit more threatening. But the issue right here, I think, is done. On the CC right here, he doesn't have
Boleh
the
makan
same
tadi
kind
kayaknya
of
kalau beneran datang itu kayaknya.
ahead, especially against Iran.
Hypernya nggak ada
Here's
rasa.
a replay though.
RRQ hancur-hancuran, iya gimana?
Smartphone Samsung Galaxy S24. Yawi
Bingung
started
kenapa
to
bisa
play
sampai
off,
kayak begini.
and Gugun just walking up menacingly, backing everyone from RRQ away, denying any kind of follow-up.
Can we just, respect the fact that there are 2 Purifies, and again, Don, you have the Purify, why is he in the front? And now he gets taken out, Gugun is just gonna go in all the way, around in the back, dealing
Udah nggak
damage,
kaget.
getting into solo,
Dulu awal-awal masih kaget.
Aura straight from the back, and it's 3 down, Iran is running for the hills, chased down by Gugun, taunted up, it's a 1v1.
And lah, udah.
Versus Iran. Gugun should be able to win this out, man. He has the Appraiser's Trap, but that's his welcome. We'll stun him for a bit.
Top lane though.
Top lane now, Gugun would drop back. They don't even want to go for the kill. They don't even want to go for the solo. 13 minutes is all it takes for the Dragons.
Ha!
Not gonna lie, this is one of the cleanest Pakiro games.
Malas ngeliatnya.
One of the cleanest Chow game